Welcome to SG1 Season 3's Nemesis on Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Nicole.
Hello, hello.
And Evie.
Hello.
And poor Danny's no longer gotten his appendix.
Yeah.
And he's, yeah.
Yep. Sorry, you go.
Everyone got a haircut. Everyone looks good.
Yes, they did. So, Daniel Jackson's role was drastically reduced to allow Michael Shanks to recover from appendicitis. So apparently it ruptured the day before filming, but I'm not quite sure how true that is.
Yep, they had to rewrite
apparently
overnight.
Apparently his scenes were shot a week after they'd completed filming. And when Jack is talking to Daniel, you can actually see some x-rays in the bottom, and the bottom two x-ray images on the light board change between shots.
Oh.
They were photographed on different days.
Yeah. I was nerdy enough to take screenshots so I could compare to make sure.
Do we all have our appendices?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, even when he lifts up like that, apparently I've heard that's extremely painful.
Oh, so. I can't even imagine.
Tweaking the Naquita reactor.
Yep.
This interaction between them is just like...
Oh, right. Right.
It hits me right in the feels.
Exactly. And the fact that we get it again next episode is, I'm excited.
Yes.
If I had a crush on someone, I would want to hear them talk about anything. Like, what is it McKay says about Sam in a really gross way in season 8? I would listen to you reading the phone book.
Yes, that's right.
In Mobius.
So creepy.
Right. This is so cute.
She doesn't really have a private life.
She doesn't have an off switch.
No.
Yeah.
And that's in season 5. That's just
to be honest, what are they all going home to? Like nothing really. Their life is each other. Like all Jack has is going to his cabin and fishing in a really lonely way.
Yeah. So Jack said that Tilk is visiting his kids somewhere. So do you guys think that they're still in the Land of Light?
Oh, I'd love that. Imagine that vacation.
Suspect it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Tilk's got the best vacation.
That's
what a
true.
guy.
Oh
my goodness.
So it takes Sam like another 5 years to say yes to the cabin.
I know. And then we get to see it twice.
Yes, we do.
One with fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear the smile on my face right now, but I'm like
dying. Yeah, we can hear it.
I actually can hear it. Oh, I'm so giddy right now.
Yeah.
She's going to change her
mind.
Me
too. So Sam smile.
Yeah, I don't know what she was planning on saying.
Oh, we don't know, do we?
No.
And this shot is
Damn
repeated.
You, Stargate.
This shot is repeated in season 4.
Yep. Oh, the music. I can't.
What is a loofah?
It's a sponge or something.
I actually don't know.
Was that
Martin Wood in
the background there? I think it was.
Sorry?
I think that was Martin Wood in the background.
As Major Wood.
Yeah. It may have been. I was going to mention that later, but I couldn't find him, so that could have been him in the background.
Probably him, yeah. I love this set. Stock photo of Earth. Back to the cool set.
Oh, gosh.
It is a very good set.
Yeah. I love the replicators. I think they're so just... The way they evolve over time as well. Like, they evolve in a way that you expect machines to do in a sci-fi series, but just the way that they do it, like with the replicator, it's so good. It's so far away.
Do we know how they made the sound of the replicators?
I've been trying to get the guys from Sharp Sound on for years. So we'll see. And here they enter, stage left.
I love that they're purple because they're eating the Asgard shit, but then the ones that eat the Russian sub are like a standard metal that you find on Earth.
Yeah,
it's such a good detail.
And a moment here also just to acknowledge the menacing theme music for the replicators. And the opening sequence,
God, the gross season 4-5 opening sequence. Oh, God.
So this changes to the original Sphinx, and instead of the clip montage used in the syndication airing, and this is used apparently until season 6.
Wow.
Yes,
so the version that we're watching, is the Sphinx from the movie. 2
seasons that I do not watch the intros for.
Wow.
Ever.
Oh, really?
I get up and I walk away. I get myself a drink or a snack. It makes me angry.
God.
It's so lazy.
On Showtime, we always had this. Always on Showtime.
Oh, did you? Always? Okay.
Yep.
Gross.
So, as we've already sort of mentioned, Martin Wood appears as Major Wood in his first of 24 episodes. So, he'll also appear as the NID agent in Wormhole Extreme and a firefighter in Changeling.
And in Continuum,
and
he's
the
Major
Wormhole
Wood.
Extreme director in 200.
Yeah.
And I also kind of wanted to give a shout out to one of the regular, I guess, what would you call them? Just actors in the background. So Guile Lee Fraser, he played Technician 2 in this episode, and I'll point him out later, but this is his 3rd Stargate appearance, and he'll later return in another 2 episodes of SG1 and 1 episode of Universe. So he's in like a decent amount of episodes.
That was a cool shot of the bug climbing all over him.
I like that you can see on the wall where the replicators have nibbled some of the walls as well.
Yes.
They've been chewing away.
Like, that is like, it's terrifying.
I love that they leave Jack alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually...
So this is the first episode to be shot completely in 35mm. They won't start filming in HD apparently until season 8. And this episode won a Leo Award for Best Overall Sound and was nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Special Visual Effects.
Damn. Deserves it.
And check out the size of his laptop.
Yeah, I was very
Look at the goo. Look at them chewing.
Yeah, that is grim. Hey, Michael.
Oh, what was Michael?
Thor.
The voice of Thor.
Oh, okay. I can't hear him.
Oh yeah, because you've got no sound.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If I ever get Michael on, I'm going to ask him to do Thor.
Jacob asked,
cool.
is the not Jacob. Jacob made a joke saying, your intros no one does those anymore. You throw the title and get on with it, which is nice. Who just asked that? Pac-Man D3 asked, did they repurpose the set for the episode The Light in season 4? It kind of looks very similar. That's a question.
Oh, I don't know.
And I don't know the answer. Yeah.
Talk to us, Thor.
Look at his neck. It's really straining, huh?
Yeah.
That puppet's having some struggle.
Yeah. This is the first time we've seen this new design.
Yeah.
I think this is the first Asgard that was created for the show. The one previously was repurposed from the Outer Limits.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do love how many times Stargate is like repurposed stuff and used it. I think that's like, what a great way to save money and still make good content.
Yep.
So guys, I'm totally having a moment of clarity. Like, in stark contrast to the replicators, I'm actually repelled by advanced technology.
Yes.
Rick loved acting with the puppet. He loved it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that, honestly.
It was his favorite
Is that why the Asgard always turned
Guest.
up? Because he was like, I want the puppet back.
That's the bridge. That's what the bridge looks like.
The Beliskner. I forget that's the name of the ship. So if you ask that in trivia, I will forget next time. So,
okay.
Yeah, hit me with it.
Yeah.
I will not remember. So
doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it?
It doesn't, no.
Okay, so like we've met a few Asgard protected planets, but the replicators chose Earth. So do you think they chose Earth because it's more technologically advanced than some of the other societies? Or do you think the Asgard sort of rates each planet like Yelp? You know, like Earth. So like Earth, 4 out of 5 stars.
I was going to say not
resources,
a 5, yeah,
moderate technology, curious people, tasty alloys.
Yeah.
Not quite 5th race or 5-star worthy, but would visit again.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
In truth, they would have gone for one of the Gould planets next. But
yeah,
that wouldn't have been an excuse to get one of SG1 on board.
I like to think that it had like an extra little star next to it because they love Jack so much.
Yeah. I find it funny that it's now on 2 different occasions Thor has essentially brought a ship to Earth in orbit that's just kind of stuck there until it will inevitably crash into the ocean. Like, what are you doing, Thor? On 2 different occasions.
It's asking for some ordnance.
Mm-hmm. Jacob has asked, was the ship in Thor's chariot the Beliskner or a random Asgard cruiser, or do we not know?
That's the ship under his command, so it's always been assumed that it's the same ship.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Mm.
He looks like what oil looks like when it comes in contact with light.
Yes. Yeah. Like that kind of rainbow sheen.
Uh-huh.
So I was listening back to your interview, David, or one of your interviews with Robert C. Cooper, and he said that he was sort of inspired by Terminator and the Borg from Star Trek. He loved the idea of a villain you couldn't negotiate with and that didn't play any mind games. And he called the replicators the sci-fi equivalent of cockroaches.
Yeah.
Because the villains are prolific, unpredictable, and they operate on instinct and not emotion.
Yeah, they don't have...
And he also said...
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
They don't have egos. You can't appeal to them.
Yep.
Exactly. And he said that the replicator storyline also gave the writers a chance to give the Jafar a break instead of mowing them down, as he said, in yet another episode.
Yep.
And he called it more sort of video game fun instead of being morally questionable in terms of like, you know, the massive loss of life.
That's it.
Yep.
My only frustration with all my only frustration with all the blowing all of them away throughout the run of the show is that there are never bullet holes. Every bullet always hits its target. So as they go to town on them, the walls. I mean, some things do get blown up, but you never see bullet holes. So
when they're running down those corridors in the season 5 opener, which is hold on, my brain.
Enemies.
God. That's it. It is enemies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rita is slow on the ball.
Even at the end of this episode, where they're going nuts. As the replicators are coming on them. You can't see any bullet holes, I don't think.
Yeah.
Did he just fast forward through the video?
Yes.
That was funny.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
That was very Jack of him, and he skipped it. And he's walking out as he's about to say the important bit.
It doesn't bode well for him. It doesn't work in his favor later on because he's missing out this
walked out on
bit of
strong
information.
enough to attract the replicators. Like, you dum-dum. Smack you, Jack.
I want those khakis.
Yeah, they look comfortable.
They do look really comfortable.
So this
I actually quite like his jacket.
You'll see this in the Incaran episode next season as the Gadmir ship, but just painted white.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, repurposing sets was done all the time. Scorched Earth is the episode. Damn it, George.
I love they have no idea what's coming. I love Sam's little panic face.
This music is so good. I'm sorry, David.
It is. No, it's a classic. Iconic.
Yep. Joel was inspired by Jaws.
Yeah, it is very Jaws,
I can hear that. Yeah, like the 2 notes.
Replicator vision.
Oh, look, Gore weapons do nothing.
Nope. Piss him off. And if you don't actually,
but it kind of goes for taking like 2 bullets to destroying a replicator, and then sort of just changes to 1 later.
Well, I think it's how many.
Well, I think the later ones tend to be just normal metal. These ones are the special purple ones.
So they had, if you damage enough blocks with the bullets, they can't reincorporate. But you'll notice like there were like 3 or 4 of them, and then only enough blocks remained that only 2 of them were able to come back together. So if you do physical damage to enough of the blocks, then they won't. They're like, okay, we're good.
And you said it was like 2 shots on 1 instead, and then 1 later, which is so that just makes sense that the blocks are obviously stronger.
Yeah,
because they're the purple ones.
Yep, they're the purple ones. I'd love to have a purple replicator.
A Shimmering Victoria's come in late saying, "Man, I'm annoyed I missed the first episode. I really need to work on getting on to these lives on time." It's okay.
You're here for the better one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to mention as well before that I won't delve into the specifics because I don't understand weapons for starters, so I don't want to make a fool of myself. But apparently Carter's gun is an odd weapon of choice for an Air Force officer. It's more commonly used in the Army.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love how she says they brought EVA suits, but one of them just got eaten, so you're not all going to be able to get off the ship via EVA.
No.
So, not unless Thor has some
that's just all needless
replicator
detail.
technology.
Yeah.
What was Sam holding, by the way, weapon-wise? Was that like an M16?
Is it Spaz 12?
No.
Nah, Sam's not using a shotgun.
Yeah, someone in the chat can...
Oh, actually, it might be a Spaz 12.
Find that out.
It might be a Spaz 12, actually. Someone come in with gun knowledge in the chat.
My gun
Gotta be an
knowledge
American
is
in
very
there, who
limited.
knows? I'm English.
An English boy.
I love that.
We
What's
saved
the
your
status?
ass in World War II. Well, we saved your ass in World War III. That's true. What am I referencing?
Would you say?
No one knows what I'm referencing? The Simpsons. Come on.
Thank you.
Lisa's Wedding. One of the best episodes ever.
It is one of the best episodes ever.
Do you think the Asgard kind of overestimated Jack? Like if they knew him at all, they'd understand that he had like a pretty short attention span and a limited ability to process technobabble.
Thor's always pushing him. It's Paul.
Yeah, so Robin has said the shotgun is a Spaz 12, but the Spaz 12 is actually what Teal'c was holding. Sam was holding something different. I'm trying to figure out what that is. And Lockwood just says the Colt Car 15. We'll check what that is. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it is an automatic rifle. I thought so.
There we go.
Just reminds me of an M16 when I look at it. Thank you.
No, the creators were dead. Oops.
Yep. That's what my friend Faye said about Stargate. She was like, what is their job? Like, they just always go out and do this.
So if this episode proves anything, is that the Asgard are not very dissimilar to the Tolan. Like, both have overconfidence in their technology and are almost destroyed by their arrogance. Like, the biggest difference is that the Asgard can kind of admit fault. Yes. Like, they're trying to make up for their mistakes.
Yeah, that's why we like the Asgard so much, because they're just like, well, we're still going to help and we're still going to do what we can, and we don't mind having help from the inferior races, you know, while the Tolans are very arrogant.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why they all die.
They exist just to make more of themselves. That is all.
That is a terrifying idea.
They're all talking to each other.
Replicate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just entry.
Yeah.
It's never been in there before.
Apparently, the science is a little incorrect. So, friction would produce some heat, but the vast majority would be due to the compression of air into plasma during re-entry.
Wow.
Right. Thank you for the science lesson. I'm learning. If I had you around, I could have maybe passed my science tests in school.
Yeah, me or the internet.
With all these facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
slowly feed them to me over time through Stargate, and then eventually one of them will stick. What I love is that this happens again kind of in the end of season 5.
Yep.
Because Sam sits there and directs them around.
Exactly. Yeah.
While on Asgard's just chilling, being like, hey, we are hooped.
They come such a far way with the CGI.
Yeah.
In one season. Yes. And they also had, budget left over at the end of season 5 to pull that off. And Heimdall looked great. Terrell Roth.
Yeah. Robin Christensen asked, what kind of media are we watching Stargate on at the moment, the three of us?
An MP4 file from my DVD collections.
Yes.
Actually, my Blu-ray collections.
We all need to be watching the American editions. Evie and I have different sounding editions if we were to get DVDs because of the different region coding.
Yeah, so that's why I've got the 44 minutes on the screen there so you can find the right cut.
So anybody English who's watching via English DVDs will have that problem. However, if you stream via Amazon Prime, you won't have that problem because I learned the other day that it's streaming in the NTSC version, not the PAL version in England.
Yeah, so. PAL version is just been sped up. That's all. It's not the original intended broadcast version. So,
I think it's sped up due to like some sort of power thing. Yeah, with the frame rates in the UK, it's weird.
And also a couple more extra minutes of commercials. Hello.
So I think we kind of brushed on this before, but it appears as though they're excreting a kind of like digestive acid as a spray metal alloys.
They spray and that's also what's used against the Russian at the beginning of
the Russian guy.
Yes. Either that or it's like replicated drool.
Yeah,
like it's just a really tasty alloy.
Yep.
Yeah. Obs. You okay, my dude? He's taking a nap.
He's not well.
He's not doing too good.
How did they hurt him? I mean, I'm not seeing any like
they don't really
bandages of just like, we never see in Asgard like blood or anything like that.
No, maybe he's just sort of been fighting the replicators to the point
I
of
always
exhaustion.
assumed he had an exhaustion problem and like his body was like past due and he needed another clone or something.
Yeah, they do go through them.
Yeah, I assumed he was just at the end of his cycle with this clone.
Yep.
Raj Luther asked, in a battle, I wonder who would win, Borg or replicators? As a non-Star Trek fan, I cannot answer this question, but David probably can.
Not without seriously deconstructing that question. I don't have time.
David
for
is going to reconstruct it
after
in December when we come back.
Right.
And an answer.
The building blocks that make up the Borg are microscopic, so quite possibly the Borg would win.
Mac Berlin's conscience says Borg resistance is futile.
That is a cool shot of the bridge, and the only shot of an Asgard bridge.
Yeah, like you always see them in a little corner room with a little table being like, I'm going to move a stone now.
It's like they cut some corners with the CGI in the last episode, but they've saved it for this episode, and the CGI is a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh, they managed to get... They didn't grab the other one. I guess it was inferior technology.
No, they said nothing's been damaged.
Okay. So... It's still 2 EV suits for 3 people.
That was a little silly, yeah. One of my favorite things about Stargate is like trying to figure out how they're going to get their way out of this one. And I love their end solution. It's just so good.
Yep, it's a great idea.
You don't see that coming. Like what a fantastic
very creative.
idea.
Yep. Yeah.
Stargate's full of creative solutions to all their problems.
I just love how it ties in that extra gate that we've seen,
It's
in a couple of episodes
continuing
before.
the lore of other episodes. Oh, so good.
Oh, he's a glass half empty kind of dude.
Yeah, you need to chill. Half full, let's go. No, but our atmosphere is also a weapon, so. I'm sorry, I can't get it out of my head whenever she says re-entry, because it's like McKay in season 4 of Atlantis when they're talking and he's like, well, it would just be entry, we technically haven't been here before. And it's not him, sorry, it's Bill in Atlantis. Right. and he's like, we've never been here before, it's not re-entry, it's entry. And then Sam goes, Bill, and he's like, yeah, right, I'll shut up. So whenever Sam says re-entry, it's doing my head in, because all I can think is that.
Oh, see, he gets it.
That's why we've got the equipment.
I can almost feel Jack's headache.
Yeah.
Hey, he's walking around.
It is funny how similar the next episode is to this episode again. Like, they basically go through this very similar kind of team up again. And then it also ends with a beaming out situation.
Russians, here we go.
Yeah.
Enter I was going to say, like, components.
Yeah, so how much do you think they know at this point? Are they just reacting to the US's response? Or do you think they might have some intel at this stage?
Anything that...
Oh, they definitely have some intel.
Anything that Kinsey knows, they probably know. Or
have I was going to say, like...
Of.
Or isn't it all we do is just snoop on each other? That is just, like what all our secret agencies are doing. Just keeping an eye on.
Oh boy.
Oh, DEFCON 3.
Yep.
What an annoying alarm, though. Like, how's anybody supposed to think in a panic situation with that annoying sound?
Well, it stops.
I don't think it's ongoing.
No, it's
not. I know, but like, geez, that would stress me out if I start hearing that. And I'm like, oh, it's really going bad.
I think that's the whole point.
Red alert.
Stress you out.
Isn't the one time it goes to like DEFCON 1 in like season 8 when they're like about to nuke each other?
Do they go to DEFCON 1?
Yeah, I think they did. Okay. I think I saw it and I went, whoa, because it's never
I'm pretty sure they go to
serious.
DEFCON 1 in this episode too.
Do they?
Yeah, at the very end, I'm pretty sure they go.
Wow.
I hope they do. It's nice to see.
Or maybe they just go to DEFCON.
I mean, it's not nice to see.
I'm second guessing myself now.
Let's find out.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, if they do go to DEFCON 1 in this episode, it's not really addressed. It sort of just happens in the background.
Oh, we've got another new person. Chibi Me 10 has just joined the chat.
Hello.
Welcome. What's with all these new people? Hello.
I can't explain it.
This is our season finale.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to wait a few months. We'll be back.
Well, they got plenty to watch, in the rewatch.
So, yeah, we've got our playlists and live streams. Check out our lives. They're great.
I'll be posting it on,
I think.
On iTunes, too. So.
Yes, I'm very excited about that, the podcasts.
Yep. Three simple buttons. Open, pressurize, open.
Yes.
Chibi Me 10 just said, hello everyone, long time stalker, first time chatter.
Well, welcome.
Quietly lingering in the background is perfectly acceptable. We are okay with it. But please always, even if you're a quiet lingerer, hold on, I don't want to talk over this part.
Yes.
If you're a quiet lingerer in the background, and you don't want to talk, please just, find a way to just give us your rating of chevrons.
That's, digestive fluid.
We don't expect much more from you. Yes, that is very bad.
Yep.
Poor Teal.
Not as fast as Xenomorph Blood, but soon.
Yeah, so Lockwatch just said they went to DEFCON 1 and Full Alert, which is what I said, yeah. But I don't know if they did it at any other points. But I thought that was the one time I ever saw it hit that. but I like to act like I'm the biggest fan, and to a degree I am, but I don't know everything, so.
Nope.
I think that Stargate does the floating in space stuff pretty well. Like, whenever they do it, I'm always very impressed.
That's the bomb from, it looks just like the bomb from Matter of Time.
Yeah,
the
like
speaker? It might be.
Yeah, just
the
not as big, yeah.
The butt end of it,
Yeah.
when they're pressing all the things, yeah.
Yeah, it probably is. This sequence coming up, the shot from space is pretty
really
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it looks great.
Yes. Yeah, this shot here. I think it really gives the audience perspective, because it's sort of difficult to appreciate the importance of Teal'c's spacewalk with like only the words.
Yep.
Like, this is a massive spaceship, and like the entirety of Carter's plan verges on like this one action.
Yep. He all done.
Yeah, hurry up, my dude.
He's in space. He's doing the best. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh.
This does stress me out. Like, I already know the outcome.
I have secondhand stress, if that's possible.
Yeah.
And I've seen this episode a lot of times.
Same.
O'Neill, I must get in.
How do they shoot these scenes where they're like supposed to be floating in space? Like how do they do it?
They just move slowly and pretend to be weightless.
He looked like he was floating. Like, yeah. It's just movie magic, man. It's so good.
Yep.
Oh
no!
Hold your breath.
Yeah, I was going to say, hold your breath, Junior. Yeah. Do you think Junior's taking a big gulp of air? Just like, those little cheeks puffed up. Yeah.
Yeah. What an adorable image you just put into my head. Imagine his little cheeks like red and his eyes all panicked. A furrowed brow, if he kind of could develop one.
Oh.
Lockwatcher reminds me of when one of my favorites, when Shepard tossed Zelenka in Atlantis.
Yeah, the same two parts I was referring to. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of when I was, again, with the floating. Yeah. I thought it was a great sequence. One of my favorite shots from Stargate. It's so good.
It always looks like to me he just pushed off like the minimum. Like, you couldn't have pushed off further.
Yeah,
or harder.
I think maybe his energy is lacking.
That's true.
Yeah. Dan Ben said, I believe the Spanish title for this episode was Fair Punishment.
Really?
What a weird, yeah. I mean, we've discussed it, how weird the translations can be in other languages. Like, it's so bizarre what they do with the titles.
It's got to be far enough by now.
Chibi Me 10 said, hosts, you want a rating and chevrons? I'll give you a 9 out of 9 chevrons.
Aww.
The reflection of the ship and his...
That's cute.
Yeah. There we go.
Thank you, Chibi Me 10. Hey!
Oh, God.
Get him out of there.
So much pressure on Carter.
Help him breathe.
Oh, everyone's struggling.
2 down. 2 to go. Oh, the lights are red. I didn't notice that before. They've gone from yellow to red. There we go. Bye-bye, Thor.
Good job. That's following orders. It's so cute.
Dan Ben just said that Chibi Me 10 can't give us a 9 out of 9 chevrons. I think he was being cute because of how many chevrons there actually are on the gate.
Yeah.
So, but no, we would rate it to 8 or 9, but then it would get really confusing as time goes on if we applied a new chevron per show. So we're going to stick to 7.
Yeah, for the entire run.
For for episodes the entire run. Otherwise, comparatively, it's going to be a pain trying to line them all up for averages.
Yeah, Anthony wouldn't have a good time.
No.
Yeah. There's
Oh, poor Daniel.
Daniel's cheeky little reference to Michael Shanks also voicing Thor.
Yeah.
Is it specifically a reference to that?
I don't know. I was actually going to ask you guys the same question.
You can look at it that way.
I kind of like to think it was deliberate.
Yeah, because he's there. He's just
bit on the nose. Is cute.
Yeah. Well, we can't have that. You guys still with me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm enjoying the episode.
I'm tethered, so it's tethered cell phone. I'm like, oh, didn't lose them.
It's just such a good time.
We rarely have so much silence as that moment right there. So,
Just aggressively just.
The rocks aren't working.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So the way you just said no with like every syllable imaginable, like every vowel,
right? Exactly.
Went through it. It was so Australian. It was great.
No, it's the Australian way. It's the Australian way, guys.
I love it. I love it so much.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
That's not bad.
That wasn't bad at all.
Look at the reflection of the star map on the back wall there. I think that's the first time we've really seen that. Martin Wood.
So this technician in the background is Guile Lee Fraser, who's in a whole bunch of episodes.
On the left there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're still at 3.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it just goes to 2.
I genuinely think Full Alert is the one time they go to DEFCON 1.
Quite possible. Yeah, that's why it's called Full Alert.
When, like, isn't it when Russia and America are gonna like go full on nukes and then they calm down right at the end?
We're going to need the Russians' help. Geopolitically, it's been really interesting rewatching these episodes. I've been watching a few, heavily with the Russians, and it's like, man, how times can change so quickly.
Yes.
When they're indoors, they have glasses to fire the
Protective
guns.
eyewear, yeah.
Because they're in closed quarters. And when they're firing guns, I love how they disguise their earplugs. You just don't notice them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Oh.
Boom.
I love how Hammond ran like that was going to do something.
That's it.
To quote, really fast, you might be able to catch it.
To quote Daniel in that was funny. To quote Daniel in season 8, it's wow, I really hate to be the one that has to explain this to the president. Then Jack glares at him.
So conveniently, when it was beamed aboard, it was leaning against the walls of the ship.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is actually the first time we've heard this, that there should be enough power to dial out once.
Yep. If there's enough power in the gate that the inner track is released and free to spin. There's a lock in the show, not in the real one. There's a locking mechanism inside of it that prevents it from doing just that. So
right.
Yeah. Only the SGC built gate would spin like that, not the away gate. So
yes,
I think they may be on that set in that shot with Teal'c, and they just see now it's not anymore. Now it's not spinning.
Yeah.
So I think the tighter shot may be Teal'c on the set, and they
okay.
Drool.
Jacob said, was Walter getting a coffee when the Stargate disappeared?
So I was gonna say before that I kind of mentioned it earlier how I like that the Beta Gate was woven back into the story.
Yep.
So if I remember correctly, I think it takes a week to get the second gate up and running.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they'd have to like transport it to the SGC, set it up, remove that welded iris before they can actually receive or retrieve SG1.
Yeah.
And I guess kind of Jack gets the downtime that he was looking for.
Yeah.
But I actually know that there's a few fan fiction stories that I've read about what actually happens on that planet.
Hope there was fish and he was able to do some spear fishing.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are more explicit than others, but yes, I think he did do some fishing.
I like that the 2 chevrons on the bottom are like not lit up, and that like you're so used to seeing it. Yeah, you're so used to seeing it in the ground or underneath the ramp. So I'm just like, I'm not used to seeing them just not lit, just sitting there.
Stargate Network got that detail if you looked at the opening shot.
Yeah.
And there he goes. Bye, Thor.
Yeah, so you're right. It's not doing any damage.
Yeah.
Like they're shooting,
no,
they're
the bullets
firing
never
a lot
go
of
through
bullets,
the walls.
but yeah, they're not doing any damage to the ship.
They're trained so well. They've got like accuracy ratings so amazing that they hit every bug.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are that good. This is why they're the #1 frontline team.
That's it. And at a certain point, you do get so many bugs that there's no way to hit anything other than bugs at a certain moment here.
So I was going to say that automatic rifle is shooting a lot of bullets that look like they would not be hitting.
Right?
So there's actually at least 3 replicators, I think, walking along the Stargate. So, like, they shoot a couple, but we don't see them shoot the others. So do you think that they actually slipped through the event horizon?
If they did, they took care of them on the other side.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. What a shot.
Oh.
Get out of there, boys and girls.
A fireball.
It's going to land right on top of the island of the Blue Dolphins. No one? No one gets that reference?
No.
I'm sorry.
You had crappy childhoods.
I was born in 98. Let me off.
It's a book from the 60s.
Like, I was not born for another 30 plus years.
They still exist afterwards.
matter.
Time moves forward.
I'm fully aware, David, but Lord, have mercy.
He hears you. And somehow one replicator manages to survive. What an ending. I love this.
Yes. I've literally written on my notes, what an ending. It's funny.
Norse braid and an alien bug. Shake it off, buddy. Shake it off. There he goes. Great ending.
So good.
I love this episode. This is...
it's a banger of an episode.
It's a banger.
It was a very good end of season episode for sure.
Last episode with Jonathan Glassner's involvement.
Oh,
He departed the show
I didn't
after
realize
this.
that.
Yep.
I didn't know that either. Chibi Me 10 just said, born in 98. I was a teen watching SG1 as it aired, and now I'm crumbling into dust hearing that comment.
Well, strap yourself in because she mentions it a lot.
Look, I can't help how old I am. Am I right?
Am I the only one who's read Island of the Blue Dolphins in this chat?
No one has
Oh,
said anything.
if he's referencing the book, I'm glad to say I know that book. Thank you,
Shimmering Victoria, yes.
Very good, yes. It was an island of Gallis Odd. It's off the coast of California. So, yeah, and now it's I think it's a Navy airstrip. Anyway.
I want to add, that sounds like an American thing, so we really wouldn't know.
That was Nemesis. Thanks for joining us for season 3 of Stargate SG1.
Thank you.